Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Signal here and welcome back to another video. So in this one I'm going to talk a little bit about how to use Batwoman the Drowned, what themes you can be looking at, how to play her, and we're going to mainly talk about two characters. Batwoman the Drowned here, which as far as the build goes, you're going to have crit chance, crit damage, lethal chance, and the rest into attack. Lethal chance mainly if you do have lethal damage on the artifacts, keep that in mind. We're going to take a look at Robin King here. He's not going to be in every single team suggestion, but he's a very good character to have. As far as the build goes, just make him tank. You don't need him dealing damage, make him tanky. So he can survive some damage. Even if he dies, it's not a big deal. I'm running a gearless Robin King on my secondary account, and I have no problem. But the main things that Robin King does is, I mean, he does a lot of things. He gives you crit damage. He allows you to bypass the crit resistance of the enemy. He locks all their specials. Robin King is amazing. So those are the two characters we're going to take a look at. For this guy, you don't even need gears. For Batman the Drowned, you need a decent build. So yeah, let's get it going and let's take a look at some of the fights. And yeah, I'll not mention Batman Who Laughs. There is absolutely no Dark Metal team where there's any point in using Batman Who Laughs. Like before Robin King, you could make an argument of Batman Who Laughs speeding up the process of you getting to infinite, to crisis energy, excuse me. But that's not really that relevant because Robin King does so much more, and having all three of them have to tag, and it's just disastrous. But yeah, let's take a look at some fights. Okay, so first up, we're gonna take a look at the most simple way to use Batwoman the Drowned. This is going to use the God Killer artifacts that you can get for free for finishing the Deathstroke Soul Raids. And what you're gonna do here is just get the enemy to the corner, and you're gonna tap 3 times, swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe down, and then begin your combo yet again. And this is going to guarantee you an infinite combo. While you're pushing the enemy towards the corner, what you're gonna do is swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe down, and swipe right again, and this is gonna lock the enemy into an infinite combo. For this team specifically, I mean, for every single Batwoman the Drowned team that I'm gonna show in this video, I recommend you put John Stewart Green Lantern in there to increase your hazard dot damage. You can also put Arkham Knight Batman for the same purpose. However, it's not better or worse to have Arkham Knight Batman because they do basically the same thing. And Classic Wonder Woman is also something that would be pretty nice to have. Which is gonna give you some crit damage. And if you have Classic Wonder Woman, make sure you have at least 50% defense on Batwoman the Drowned so she gets all the crit damage, because what Classic Wonder Woman does is she converts defense into crit damage. And this is the easiest team to play, but out of all the teams that I'm going to show you, this is going to be the lowest damage type of team. And yeah, the Robin King team is going to be, as soon as you understand, it's almost as easy as this, so don't worry about it too much. But this is if you want to have an easy time against a difficult fight and you don't have Robin King yet. But this is Batman John with God Killer, and just take a look at the attack pattern that you're gonna see here to get the infinite combo going, because that's the same one you're going to use with Robin King, but you're also gonna tag him in. But more on that as we get to that fight. Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at the more difficult fights. Those are not gonna be necessarily the highest damage dealing fights. This is actually the second worst damage dealing setup in the video. We're gonna have 4 of them. This is the second worst, but this is going to be God Killer Batman the Drowned, and it's gonna be the hardest to play. I mean, Kamidogu Dagger 2. We're gonna get into Kamidogu Dagger 2, but yeah, this is made in order to bypass the enemy's crit resistance. If you don't have Robin King yet, you're gonna have Kamidogu Dagger equipped, and not Kamidogu Dagger, Dark Metal cards equipped on Batman Drowned, and you're just gonna combo interrupt the enemy and push them to the corner. Knowing how to combo interrupt is for the most part mandatory for this. If you want to get the full extent of this, and especially you can use this for damage even if the enemy is not crit immune, because it gives you crit damage. But if the enemy is crit immune and you also want to bypass that and you can't combo interrupt, this team is not going to be an option for you. But other than that, you just want to get to super move as soon as you can. But don't tag in and out necessarily to get faster to that, and just combo interrupt the enemy, builds your crisis energy, and as soon as you get them to the corner, just keep doing that. Combo interruption, if you don't know, just search it on YouTube in just a mobile combo interruption. I also have a recent video on that. But what you're gonna do is basically block the enemy's first hit, and immediately after that do a hit of your own to interrupt their combo. This is a relatively strong team, but it's the weaker compared to the next two ones that I'm going to show you. Okay, so this one also requires you to combo and chop, and it's going to be one of the highest ways to deal highest damage amounts you can get with Batman Underground, which is Kamidogu Dagger Batman Underground. And yeah, for the previous team I used Silver Bane because it increases a bit Batman Underground's damage, don't question that too much. But here, since we don't have crit damage from Dark Metal cards, we can get some crit damage from Classic Wonder Woman, and we have the Kamidogu Dagger. In theory, this only gives you damage on basic hits, but for some reason, same as Silver Bane's passive, it works with the Batwoman the Drowned passive. I have no idea why that's a thing, but for this one, you're also going to need to combo and chop, and this is not going to be necessarily the hardest one, because it's going to be as hard as the Dark Metal cards, but this one is going to punish you a lot more for your mistakes, because over here, if you lose the combo, it's going to be pretty bad. It's going to severely lower your damage, and you don't want that. Again, those are things that you might only do for entertainment purposes if you have Robin King. If you don't have Robin King, you might have to do them. But it's kind of unlikely that you'll learn to combo and chop before you get the 3-star Gearless Robin King. But I'm going to put them here anyway. Again, you don't really have to do this, but it's going to increase your damage. I'm showing you the options here with the Dark Metal cards in Kamidogu Dagger, but at the same time, if you can't play it like this, don't stress too much about it. Like God Killer Batman Drum is still gonna do a lot of damage and it's still gonna be a lot of progress for you. But at the same time, if you learn how to combo and chop, that's gonna help you in a lot of the fights in this game, generally speaking. And yeah, the downsides of both this and Dark Metal cards, if it's a character that just can't be properly comboing chopped, and there's plenty of characters like that in the game, this is not going to be ideal. You can't use the Kamidogu Dagger against fights that are going to be crit resistant or crit immune. I mean, it kind of works against crit resistance, but crit immune is a hard no in that regard. But yeah, let's move on to the last fight. And for last example, we got the classic, the most used, and honestly the best way to play Batman Underground, which is with Robin King. So you want to have God Killer on Batman Underground and Puppet of Zatanna on Robin King, and you want to do exactly how I showed you to play God Killer Batman Underground at the start until you get infinite power, until you get Crisis Energy going and you activate Batman Underground's passive. Then you want to tag in Robin King and do a special one. After this, you can either combo and chop or block, and then you're gonna switch into doing third specials. Be very careful, because with Puppet, people have this tendency to spam press buttons, and that's normal. I also do that, and it's very good to do that actually with a lot of the teams. But here, if you spam press buttons, you're gonna consume Crisis Energy to empower the abilities of Robin King. And yeah, you want to do 3 third specials. That's going to be enough to deal all the percentile damage. You want to do Super with Batman Underground as soon as possible, and then you want to transition to the gameplay loop where when Robin King is tagged in, you're just going to spam special 1, but don't spam press it. Don't spam press it. That's very important. Do not spam press that, please, because you're going to lose damage. And then you tag Batman Underground back in and gets Crisis Energy triggered again, then Robin King again, you press special 1, don't spam press it, you just press it. You can squeeze a few hits in with Robin King if you want to not lose the crit damage stacks, but you're probably gonna be fine. Those are the main ways to play Batman Underground. I wish you luck, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye!